Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back with the end of our publication, and that's Trusting the God Within. And we're on our final chapter, and I think we had a pretty good reading going on. And I'd like to thank everyone that also clicked in on my channel to listen to the reading with us. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to be also reading other publications and different things dealing with manifestation, changing our mindset so that we can live a better and more fulfilling life. And these are just some of the things that I've chosen to do. And just for the record, I did a challenge. I'm really adamant about being on Facebook and social media, just scrolling through, nothing particular, maybe looking up different things in regard to our health, healthy foods, things that we eat, things of that nature. So I did a 21-day challenge not to be on Facebook. So far it's going pretty well. I believe I'm on day possibly 4 or 5. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I haven't been on there. I think I sent some information to some friends that's on, through my messenger, and that's connected with Facebook, but I haven't been on there doing any scrolling or engaging in any things that's been going on. So, yes, this publication has actually helped me a lot in my daily life, my family life, any type of situations that I may have going on or I'm experiencing. And by going within, and the Bible tells us to go into our room and close the door, which means to, go sit in silence and allow God to give you needed guidance, information. You have questions, or, when you're praying, you're in your quiet room. So it goes a lot more deeper, but just by reading and wanting to be closer to God and wanting to know what do I need to do in order to draw closer to God, because I used to be associated with Jehovah Witnesses, and for a long time I was in that organization, but we didn't go into depth as far as when I have left that organization. And now that I'm, we have a free will, and I've chosen to go on my own and do some research into my purpose here on earth. Those are some of the things that I really, really wanted to know about, such as death, why are we here, what is my purpose, things of that nature. And any question that you have, when you go into your room and you sit down and you want to talk to God and pray, your prayers are going to be answered, and whatever you may be dealing with, those things as well is going to be brought to the forefront. So I'm going to get started to get into our publication, and I really, really do enjoy reading and learning the things that I have learned. I would never in 1,000 years ever thought that I would learn or gain this much knowledge just by associating with people that are more associated with the new thought. I won't say religion, but a change of mindset in a Christian setting, but not just dealing into religion, so to speak. So, okay, I'm gonna start for you guys. The chapter is Believing is Seeing, Seeing is Manifesting, and Manifesting is Realization. You are an eternal dreamer, dreaming non-eternal dreams. Your dreams take form as you assume the feeling of their reality. Do not limit yourself to the past, knowing that nothing is impossible to consciousness. Begin to imagine states beyond the experiences of the past. Whatever the mind of man can conceive, imagine. Man can achieve, realize. All objective states visible were first subjective states, which was invisible, and you call them into visible by assuming the feeling of their reality. The creative process is first imagining and then believing the state imagined. Always imagine and expect the best. Did you hear that? It says always imagine and expect the best. So if we're not expecting the best, what are we going to get? The worst. So always expect the best of whatever you're reaching or your goal is. The world cannot change until you change your conception of it. As within, so without. Nations as well as people are only what you believe them to be, no matter what the problem is, no matter where it is, no matter whom it concerns. You have no one to change but yourself, or change within yourself. And you have neither opponent nor helper in bringing about change within yourself. So if the world is such a corrupt, or you think a very chaotic place, sometimes it's possible it's the way that we look at things and we consider what's going on. And if we change the outlook, how we're vibrating, how our frequency is flowing through the universe, well, we're going to have a different outlook of what's going on. And everything that we consider as being bad or horrible, we have to look at it not in a sense of being the judge of the world, but we've got to remember that God set everything in motion. There's no coincidences. Everything is done in divine arrangement. So once we get to that state of being able to change our mindset and think more positive, you'll produce, or you'll see more positivity in the world, and you won't be so hung up on the things that's negative. So that was one of the reasons that I decided to come off of social media for a little while, because sometimes, just like on television, first thing in the morning you're watching the news and there's nothing ever positive. It's always something that's negative. So now that's setting your stage for the rest of the day. You're going to be probably in a defunct mood, or you're worrying about something that you don't have, that's out of your control. And we're only supposed to be changing what we can control, and that's within ourselves. So sometimes when things aren't going in your favor, it's most likely what you are entertaining. So we have to remember how we want our day to start and to be, happy. Okay. Let's see, okay. It says, you have nothing to do but convince yourself of the truth. of that which you desire to see manifested. So that's what we're saying. If you want to see, you want good things to occur, you have to think about good things and not let things that's out of our control intertwine with what's going on for our life and for our future, how we want to see things. As soon as you succeed in convincing yourself of the reality of the state sought, results follow to confirm your fixed belief. You never suggest to another the state in which you desire to see him or her experience. Instead, you convince yourself that he or she is already that which you desire him or her to be. So, that can be in another video, because the way we see a person, or we may have heard some hearsay about someone, and the way you conceive that individual is the way you're going to see them. So we're supposed to really look for the positive things in a person or in life versus, seeing the negative things, because we have a lot of things going on within our own lives that we need to get straightened out, so we don't have any room to be seeing or talking about someone's life that we have no control over. Realization of your wish is accomplished by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You cannot fail unless you fail to convince yourself of the reality of your wish. So just think about, say for instance, you want to go for this job, and you're saying, oh, I don't have all the qualifications that other person has. They'll probably get the job because they have more qualifications. So you've just set yourself up for failure, because you didn't think of yourself in a positive light, that it's possible that the job is yours. You qualify for the job. You have just as many skills, or something that the interviewer may be looking for that the other applicant may not, bring with them or possess. So we have to change our beliefs, and we have to confirm our confessions that we're good enough. Every night, as you begin to drop off to sleep, feel satisfied and spotless, for your subjective lover always forms the objective world in the image and likeness of your conception of it, the conception defined by your feeling. Remember, guys, it's our feeling. It's how we feel about situations. Don't always look for everything to show up in the 3D. Things are going on behind the scenes. God is taking care of more than you could ever imagine. Just because you don't see it, or it's not right before you right now, doesn't mean that things are not being set in place. Okay? The waking 2/3 of your life on earth ever corroborates or bears witness to your subconscious expressions. And guys, you got to really dig deep into learning about your subconscious. What's your subconscious control? How does it coincide with your conscious? Because it's things that we've never been taught, and it's never too late to learn. Always be willing and ready to take on new challenges. Read. They used to say in school that reading is fundamental. And just break that word up. Reading is fun. It's mental. And it's for our benefit, that we are able to understand the things that are going on in the world but no one is telling us. So we're kind of like left in the dark. So without, reading, without doing your research, um, Googling, uh, just read. Just continue to read. I really enjoy reading. And the more I read, the more I learn. And the more I learn, the more I want to share. And the more my life is being fulfilled. And I'm learning who I am, the powers that I have within, my purpose here. Why am I here? What do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? Who I want to become? Who I want to be. Tomorrow is going to be a better day than today. So that's what we're striving. We're not only striving, but we want to be thriving. Okay. The actions and events of the day are effects. They are not in any way causes. Free will is only freedom of choice. It goes on to say, I say unto you, choose ye this day whom ye think you shall serve. And that's taken from Joshua 24:15. This then is your freedom to choose the kind of mood you assume. But the expression of the mood is the secret of the subconscious. The subconscious receives impressions only through the feelings of man, and in a way known only to itself, gives these impressions form and expression. The actions of man are determined by his subconscious expression. His illusion of free will, his belief of free will, and his belief in freedom of action is but ignorance of the causes which make him act. He thinks of himself as free because he has forgotten the link between himself and the event. Man awake is under compulsion to express his subconscious expression. If in the past he unwisely impressed himself, then he let him begin to change his thought and feeling, for only as he does, so he will change his world. Do not waste one moment in regret to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. If it's in the past, we leave it in the past until we are equipped and know how to go back and change things of how we think of things. So leave what happened in the past and try to focus more what's going to be going on for tomorrow, today, now. The past is past, now is now. Each day you wake up, you have a clean slate, you have a new beginning. But also, before sleeping at night, always set the stage for tomorrow, so that way you'll have a better outlook, and the day won't set the stage for you. Okay. I think I'm gonna close, and because my battery is getting pretty low, I'll try to finish this paragraph and then I'll just start over. Okay, I say, in other words, let the dead bury the dead. Jesus said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God. Taken from Luke 9:60. And that scripture, let the dead bury the dead, is found in Matthew 8:22. Now turn from appearances and assume the feeling that would be yours were you already the one you wish to be. So you guys, I'll wait till the next video. Feeling a state produces that state. The part you play on the world stage is determined by your conception of yourself. Did you hear that? We're on a stage. We're all actors. So get busy. Get ready. You got a lot of rehearsing to do. The part you play on the world stage is determined by your conception, but by feeling your wish fulfilled and quietly relaxing into sleep, you cast yourself in a star role to be played on earth tomorrow. And while asleep, you are rehearsed and instructed in your part. So, guys, I'm going to pause here, and start up the next video. I don't want it to just cut off on me. Okay, thank you. Be back.